Hi everyone, this is Men's here. I'm playing the Tier 5 Russian premium heavy tank, the Churchill III, on Westfield. Now for a tank like this, I kind of like to go to the town. I never really like going up into the B and C, like B2 area. I don't like going there with anything. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the town first, and then I'm kind of going to worry about either spot that I can help. Now, the reason why I do this, especially with a Churchill, is its gun isn't necessarily great against those 3 KVs at the top, and usually tanks like that will focus around like the C2 area or C1 and try to skirt around there. So I'm actually going to try to head south first, kill a bunch of lightly armored stuff, then wrap on back and kill the heavier tanks. Now, if you're interested in the end screen battle report, since this is a replay I'm recording, they will be linked below in the video description when you're finished. I do just about a little over 2,000 damage, which is pretty good for the Churchill. I also receive a steel ball, and I get 6 kills as well, which is pretty nice. Now, I see a few people spot it here. Now, you have decent protection at this little house from being shot until you move out as far as I did here. Now, I'm not too worried about being hit from here right now, but I will. Only because nothing can really spot me right now, except for things below me. But it kind of worked out well since all the heavy tanks are north of me and they don't have any shots on me right now, so I'm able to kind of focus on those 2 tanks first. And now the problem is dealing with the KVs. And I do switch to premium rounds since the Churchill's gun, it's a rapid fire gun but doesn't have a lot of penetration, so you can just sit there and bounce off the sides of the KV1 without actually doing damage. Now for something like a KV 220, you do not want to aim at the whole armor. You want to focus on the turret armor first, which you'll see I'll aim here. It's a lot weaker than the actual hull. The hull's actually thicker than the KV1's armor, even though it's still at tier 5, so you'll bounce off of it a lot more than you will than the turret. Now I took a little bit of unnecessary damage here, but I just wanted to get this KV2 down enough to where we could kill him. Now usually for this map, the team that wins the elevated part on the western side, which is basically where I'm at now, usually wins because once you're up here you're kind of able to dictate the rest of the match since you can fire anywhere else on the map easily. But once you get down into the little valley or in the southeast corner, you're kind of stuck if you need to fight somebody over in this section. Now unfortunately right now there's a T1 heavy in our base that no one really spotted. I don't know how he actually got over there, but so I actually have to go back because there's only this T34 here. I didn't exactly trust the other people on our team to kill this T1. In hindsight, I probably could have left the T1 heavy here, but I just did not want to chance it and to get capped out without me being able to get back. Now, I didn't really want to hang off a hill here since I didn't want to take any stupid damage. I only have 194 HP. So even though our T-34 died, it's still better than me doing something stupid and dying. And if you remember, I have 6 kills in this match. So right now it is 6 against 3. And our team is not going to be able to kill any of them for whatever reason. Granted, this M7 up here, he does not do anything the rest of the match. He most likely is a bot. And the reason why I didn't go the quicker route of going low is because I wanted to retain the higher ground to be able to fire down on them if I need be. I didn't want any of them sneaking up like in G6 or being up in the K line and me not being able to kill them before they shoot at me. As you see here though, that M7, I don't think he's a real player at all. If you ever had to face a Churchill II, you really want to focus on the frontal turret. Basically anywhere here is weak. The whole armor is a bit stronger. Just around the machine gun might be a little bit weaker, but you pretty much just want to aim right for the turret and you'll penetrate it more often than not. Now these tanks were too busy trying to cap to actually try to kill people, which you never want to cap if there's enemies around the base that can actually hurt you. It takes way too long to actually cap. You just want to try to kill people, or else you'll be in these guys' predicament and you'll die. Now, I wanted to focus on the M7. I know that the other Tier 5 medium's over here, but I want to focus on the M7 since he's the only one capable of actually flanking me without me being able to keep up with him. So killing him first was my main priority. The Matilda can hurt me since he has a decent top gun, but he's not fast enough to where he would pose a major threat right away. Now this T-34 was actually in a pretty good spot. I wasn't able to hit him from where he was. And unfortunately our Type T-34 got a little bit careless and he ends up dying. So he pushes up and he pushes into a pre-aimed enemy and he dies. Now the Matilda, I know he's over here on the right. Since he just shot me there, and luckily he didn't penetrate. Now I have two options. I can either push forward, which most people try to do to spot him, but instead I'm gonna take a slightly different route. Now there's a bunch of trees over here, and I know that the Matilda probably won't be pushing up into me because he's not that stupid of a player, but I'm gonna try to use as much cover as I can to actually move up. Now the reason why I'm going up this way is because you don't exactly want to push into an enemy, especially a Matilda, that is just sitting there waiting for you, who's pre-aimed. And I'm about to kill him right here. I'll spot him just as I accidentally knock down that tree. I'm gonna turn into him and spot him. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also check out my website, wotguru.com. And the end battle screen report is linked below in the video description.
Есть пробитие. Рикошет.